Be killed me with her facial expressions.
Because I'm like, why is he speaking so many facts? Like, I'm like, well, I could just stay on mute. So that's all I got to say. Like, I don't say it as eloquently as that. I'd be like, Brett is the worst. And then here comes Shaddai. I think that he's not ready for a mature relationship.
Prophet Beyonce once said,
"Don't call Beyonce a prophet. Don't do that on God's internet.
Don't a prophet?
Do that on God's internet. Call Beyonce
a prophet?
Don't do that on
we
God's
are
internet.
A semi-mostly Christian-based family. Beyonce is not a Christian-based.
The will
not tolerate such blasphemy.
She is probably the queen of entertainment, but she is not a prophet. A prophet she is not.
Anywho.
Gets me is that not only did he pick the purple suit, Miles, he wore the purple jacket with blue pants. Why was he wearing navy pants?
They were navy?
Those were navy pants because he had a black tie on, and the black tie was way blacker than the navy blue pants.
No wonder she was crying.
Sheer disappointment. Sheer disappointment.
Yeah, that was not...
You know, this episode has changed my mind about Brett, and I feel like you guys are too hard on Brett.
What? You're delusional. Why do you feel like episode 2 and his family or whatever makes up for his actions at the bachelor party?
When can't nobody in his own family say nothing but if he get angry, feed him. That's his good quality. If he get angry, take him for a walk. He ain't a puppy. He a grown man.
I feel like Brett and Olivia is my second favorite couple.
What?
I got them over Karen and Miles.
What?
I like their connection. I really do. I like their connection.
If you not smart enough to wait till at least the camera cut off, you don't need to marry nobody, because you could have had your fun after they wrapped. You could have been like, I'm going to go call Susie Beth Harmonica on the line and get my last hurrah.
Harmonica?
Period.
Harmonica.
Beth Harmonica.
Now Woody's here and Miles is like here. Because I feel like Miles is going to try to be the person that Karen wants him to be, even if that's at the detriment of who he really is. And I want him to be honest with what he's feeling. Because I feel like in that moment where she was like stalking him, he was really disappointed and they both were just sitting there lying to each other. You know, instead of him saying, you know, like, oh, I'm kind of
with her like glass of champagne and Brett's drinking like some can of beer. So I feel like in that case, that was one of the like very minor things that maybe doesn't really mean anything, but to me, that caught my eye. It's like this whole like, oh, this is kind of how I carry myself when I go out. This is like my idea of like fancy, my idea of like a certain level of class, a certain level of like dignification, and he's more of a kind of like a white frat boy archetype.
That fool. She asked him, Do you like to travel? He said, well, I don't have a lot of disposable. She asked him, do you like to travel? He said, well, I don't have a lot of disposable income. I said, he poor, girl, run, girl.
Sharif just said that Brett is broke. Okay, he said you broke.
That was some English class level, like, look at this picture and tell me what you see. Tell me what you can analyze.
Sharif said, I see brokenness. I see lack of wealth.
Child the poverty.
It's giving soup kitchen.
Wait.
It's very white. Right,
Did he say it's giving soup
shut up.
kitchen?
Don't talk to me. Get your bread out.
Did he say it's giving soup kitchen?
Okay.
So I will now move on to Lacey while Lacey is rude. And Lacey is the sneaky rude because you don't even know she's being rude when she's being rude. You realize it after the fact. Lacey is manipulative. She make you do something and think it was your idea, and that is rude. Okay.
That's not rude. That's called superior intellect. If I could get someone to do something for me and make them think that they wanted to do it, that's intellect. That's not being rude. That's being smart. Okay, don't play me. And Amelia staying together. Raise your hand. Okay, we have a consensus. Anonymous vote. Okay, all in favor of
Unanimous.
consensus. I say unanimous.
Anonymous?
You said anonymous. You said anonymous, sis.
Cut.
That intellect just be jumping out, huh, Shaddai? That intellect.
Jumping out. I don't know how you be fooling Shamar, but you ain't fooling me.
I thought I said unanimous.
I was just gonna say I did delete all my contacts because apparently getting married is not as important as giving someone your phone number. So I had to do it.
Right. Like at first when that happened, I was like, "What? Are you serious?" Like, so marriage is fine, but the phone numbers where we're drawing the line. So that's like, oh, that was her sense of humor. She just like a little like
Dog tripping.
awkward. She just like trying to like get comfortable. That's just like her like sense of humor.
Sabrina done left the chat.
Come back, Sabrina. Come back.
Sabrina, can I take it?
Sabrina done went to the powder room to get herself together. She about to have a pass out and die moment, okay?
Like you said earlier in the show, try to take a sip of anything every time he says yeah, and you're not gonna make it through the episode. So I just feel like that's not her fault. She's trying to make this work. She is trying. She is ready to be married and to be in love, and he's just bland, and it's not gonna go nowhere because unless she is able to pull out any type of personality, it's not gonna work.
Hold up, we gotta check on Sabrina because she about to hyperventilate over there. We gotta make sure she's okay. Sabrina, are you okay?
Hold on. Between Shaddai and Samuel, I ain't gonna make it out this chat. Because Shaddai came, it was like, apparently, I gotta delete all the numbers out my phone because you went up there and married a whole stranger, but my number is just too much. We have to drink every time Henry say, yeah, we all gonna be in there like Brett laid out. And I ain't gonna make it through this episode because Brett is the worst. And Henry,
I love how she snapped it real good together to say Brett is the worst. It's like,
I digress. But the way that trick, I don't know if I like Karen no more because when they was laying up in the bed and he was like, well, why did you choose to do Married at First Sight? And she was like, because dating in New Orleans sucks. Didn't go on nothing else. He was like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. All right.
Miles be lying, trying to keep the peace.
He's a Black Harvey.
He said same. He can't swim neither. They was talking. He said he was like, I can kind of swim. Like she was like, can you swim or not?
this is the most dangerous thing I have ever done in my life. This 2 feet of water. Woo, child. This is too much.
I was like, for real?
Like, this is ankle deep, bro. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? It's your ankles.
I was like, homie, just stand up. Like, you ain't gonna drown. You can just stand up.
And he
so
was
hard.
talking about the fact that he got benefits while she over here trying to rack on him to try and make him keep being the mama's boy as if he don't have his own bills and responsibilities and benefits. He said, I got bills and benefits. Trick. Why you trying to get added on to my stuff? What's your last call? Your culture?
it seemed like he's more established.
Karen is being a Karen, and it's getting on my nerves. It's starting to get on my nerves.
Come on. I was waiting for it. I was so waiting for it. Come on, Karen.
Go speak to somebody, manager. Leave this man alone. Leave Miles alone. Go speak to the manager or Karen. Go speak to the manager. Go speak.
Karen's like, can I speak to Dr. Cal? Okay, so I have a question.
Can I get a timeout? Under secondary review, I feel like Shaddai, no, he can't be on these calls. The 18 and up calls, no Shaddai. He ain't got there yet. Nope. No. Under secondary review, I thought it was okay. But, you know, I think I'm going to take Dad's side. No
Flag
Shaddai.
on the play.
Flag on the
Flag
play.
on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Foul ball. Technical foul.
Flagrant
Whatever
foul.
you call it.
Flagrant foul.
Red card. What's hockey? Penalty box?
Penalty
What
box.
sport makes sense to you? There's a problem. No Shaddai.
Hey.
Before you say anything, is this 18 plus, 17 plus? What is it? Because Shaddai is still here.
I know the question too. We're gonna talk about how Woody and Monty are using our unprotected sex. That is what we're gonna talk about. Like, come on, it's not that hard. I know.
Whether you know the question and whether you should be here for the answering of the question is two different things.
Shaddai is through. He's had it. He's upset. He says, I'm going to be on this call. I'm going to be on the adult episode.
Shaddai said you are going to include me, period. I don't care what you say. I am going to be included.
Shaddai said, I know what y'all gonna talk about.
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, let's start with.
I didn't get my rankings for that for other couple, so my list is Amelia Bennett, Karen Miles, Woody and Monty, Brett and Olivia, and then Henry and Christina in that order. And yeah, I'm not sure. Amelia and Bennett are the only couple I'm for sure that I think are gonna stay together. The other ones I just have to see more from them. And yeah, that's it.
Those cannot be the final words. Did he really just put Karen and Miles over Woody and Monty? Are you watching the same show as everybody else?
Yeah, I'm definitely not the type of person who wants to do everything with the person. I'm like, I'm going to need my thing, and you need to find a thing for yourself so you can leave me alone and let me do my thing. Because I'm not trying to do everything together. Wait.
Shaddai, you're not trying to do nothing with nobody.
Hey.
Or anything together. Anything. Like everything.
We surprised you on the phone call right now.
Shaddai has, okay, let me tell y'all some background on Shaddai. So Shaddai don't talk to nobody. Shaddai be in his room. Shaddai don't want you to touch him. Shaddai don't want you to hug him. He don't want you to tell you that you love him. He want to be left alone. So we're even shocked that he's been on every single episode of 10 Talk. He be in our family group chat regulating, putting things together. He don't be playing no games. So we already know Shaddai ain't gonna be bothering no lady. He gonna be like, girl, you better have a life. You better worry about yourself.
I was surprised Shaddai knew my name. I was like, what did he know? Oh, saying letters? Wow.
Shaddai putting on her front for the media, okay? Because this is not the Shaddai that we
I just want to. I don't know what my point was no more.